What about me? For children when a parent has cancer. A note to parents. This booklet is for your children, either for them to read alone or with you. It provides basic factual information and explores the possible feelings, fears, and concerns your children may have. Children are often far less fragile than we think, and open and honest communication is valuable and important. Each family is unique, and not everything you read here will be relevant to your situation. You may want to use this booklet as a starting point to explore issues with your child or children, and to start answering some of their questions. What about me? When you first heard that your mom or dad had cancer, it probably sounded scary and terrible, like the end of the world, but it isn't. You will probably have a lot of feelings that aren't easy to express. Sometimes the best way to cope or learn to live with anything new or difficult is to find out everything that you can about it. This booklet is for you. It will help to answer some of your questions. You may also use it to talk with your family about cancer. If there's something you find difficult to talk about, mark the section and give it to your mom or dad. Or you can say, I read this book and it said. The important thing is that you talk to someone about your parents' cancer. We hope this booklet will help you get started. What is cancer? Cells are the building blocks of the body. In a healthy body, they are always dying and being replaced by new cells in a regular and orderly fashion. Sometimes something happens to change the cells in a part of the body. They start to grow in a crazy way too fast, and they stop doing the jobs they are supposed to do. This abnormal growth of cells is called cancer. Eventually, these crazy cells can start to crowd out normal healthy cells and interfere with the way your body works. This can cause problems called symptoms such as a lump, feeling tired, or a pain. But lumps and pains are very common symptoms of lots of diseases, not just cancer. This is why the doctor has to carry out a lot of tests to find out what is wrong. The sneaky thing about cancer cells is that they can spread and grow in other parts of the body. This process is called metastasis. When these cells start to grow in new places, they can cause more damage to the body. Cancer treatment is strong medicine. There are many different treatments used to kill cancer cells, so they can't grow and spread any further. A surgeon might cut out the affected part of the body to remove all the cancer cells. Slice. For some cancers, high-energy X-rays are used to destroy the cancer cells. Zap. Chemotherapy is the use of medicine which kills cancer cells. Gulp. Some kinds of cancer cells are killed by one sort of treatment, some by another. Here comes one sort of treatment, and here comes another. Quite often, doctors will use more than one kind of treatment. Sometimes one method works for a while and then stops working. Another treatment will be tried. Treatment must be as strong as possible to kill the cancer cells, but the doctors have to be careful not to kill the healthy cells as well. Good riddance. Unfortunately, some of the treatments have some nasty side effects. Your parents might not feel very well during treatment. It is important to remember that these treatments, however uncomfortable, are the best way to give your mom or dad a chance at getting well again. Will my parents get better? Sometimes cancer cells can be completely destroyed. Doctors call this complete remission, which means that all the symptoms and signs of cancer have gone. Does that mean cure? Well, if it has been in remission for a long time, we can be fairly sure the cancer has been stopped. but sometimes the remission is partial. There are still some cancer cells in the body, but they are not causing any problems. If cancer cells are left in the body, they might start to grow again. This is called a recurrence. If this happens, the doctors will probably use different medicines or treatments to try and get the cancer under control again. Hang on, they're trying something different. Sometimes the cancer will keep growing. The doctors and nurses can still help people, and they are able to stop problems like pain. So, what causes cancer? There's a lot that we don't know about cancer, including many of the reasons why cancer happens in the first place. Some of the things that do cause cancer are smoking and lung cancer, and many other cancers. Too much sun and skin cancers. So the best things you can do for yourself are don't smoke, protect your skin from the sun, and eat a healthy diet. I'm looking up Dial A balanced diet. We do know that cancer is more than 200 different diseases, depending on where it starts in the body. Different cancers are caused by lots of different factors, and they all behave differently too. Can I catch cancer from someone? No. Even though cancer can spread through someone's body, it cannot spread to other people. So you cannot catch cancer by hugging or kissing or being close to someone who has cancer. Because my parent has cancer, will I get it too someday? With some cancers, there might be more chance. But following the healthy guidelines will help to prevent cancer developing. Remember, cancer is mostly a disease of adults and is rare in children. The feelings. Cancer is frustrating and scary. It can also change people and families. Maybe your mom and dad can't work anymore, so your family has less money or cannot do all the things with you that they used to. In a lot of cases, it's the inside changes that matter most, how you and your family feel and how you go in with your life. You may find it was hard to get used to some of the changes. Something like cancer can change how you feel and think and force you to grow up very suddenly. It's not surprising if you feel mixed up. From the moment your parent is told they have cancer, it may seem that all your family's time and attention is taken up by their illness. Cancer may be all that they ever talk about, but you still don't understand what is going on. Maybe you were too upset to take in the information when they told you. Or maybe they didn't tell you at all because they were trying to protect you. You may be afraid to ask for fear of upsetting your family further, but asking is a good thing to do. It can sometimes be hard to face the facts, but usually it helps to know. You may like to draw pictures of your family and how you can help. What can I do to help? Help with chores. Let mom and dad know I care. Draw your own ideas of helping. I hurt too. It can be very painful to watch your mom or dad become sick because of their cancer, especially as that person has always been there to take care of you. You may also feel sad about things your family can't do together now, like you've lost something precious. Even if you are not obviously sad, you may find that other things in your life seem to be going wrong. You can't concentrate very well in school, or you don't enjoy your football very much. These could be signs that something is bothering you. When things seem really bad, there are lots of ways to sort out how you are feeling inside. Oh yeah? If you feel like crying, go ahead. A good cry can often make you feel better. Try talking to someone else. If you don't find it easy to talk face to face with someone else, try talking to yourself or keep a diary. Seeing your thoughts and feelings in writing can be a big help. It won't make them go away, but can make you feel less lonely or out of control. Draw a picture of your feelings, or write a song or poem or a story. Hammering some nails or making something out of wood can be a good way to get out choked up feelings. Do something that needs a lot of energy, like jogging around the block. Try it. It's not fair. Why did this happen to us? That's all I can hear inside my head. It's making me so angry. I'm shouting at Mom and Dad and my brother and sister. And now that Mom is sick, I have more chores to do. And we can't play and make as much noise as we used to. Mom's lost her hair because of the treatment, and people stare at her. How embarrassing. Why did she let it happen? I wish my life hadn't changed because of this cancer business. I know I'm being silly. I feel bad about these thoughts, but I can't help how I feel. And getting angry isn't a terrible thing. But I guess that going off my head or slamming doors isn't very helpful. Right now, there's no easy answer as to how to make it all seem fair and reasonable. But here are some ideas to get started. Talk about what seems unfair or unreasonable before you get too angry. You may find that you don't mind so much. Try and sort out a schedule of chores with the other members of your family so that you can all feel that you are helping. And remember, you aren't hurting your mom or dad by thinking, "It's not fair, but let's make the most of it." Sometimes I'm scared. Unhappiness, confusion, crankiness, a lot of emotions are made up of fear. Deep down, you are scared. There are lots of things to get scared about. That mom or dad may die, or that you may get cancer. Sometimes you might even think that something you had done has caused the cancer or made it worse. That bit isn't true, by the way, but it won't stop you worrying about it. When you feel afraid, it can help if you find someone to talk to. This could be a family member, a teacher, doctor, friend, priest. You may be surprised how supportive and comforting other people can be. They can also help you sort out the real things that might be happening from the terrible things you are imagining. That's a relief. You will feel a lot better if you can talk about the scary things. Dad is okay after the treatment, but I worry that the cancer will come back. Rather than carrying a big lump of fear deep inside you. You may have lots of frightening or angry thoughts inside your head. Drawing pictures can help you to explain some of them. Doesn't anybody care about me? Sometimes feeling all alone may be the worst feeling you have. That no one has any time for you anymore. Now mom or dad are ill. You are not being selfish to think of yourself too. So be honest about your feelings. Let your family know if you feel left out. There's a good chance that they feel the same. And between you, you'll be able to support each other. You might find it difficult to talk to your friends about your parents' cancer. They probably don't know what to say either and might be worried that it'll make you feel bad to talk about it. Everyone will solve this in their own way, This is how some other children have started. I decided to tell my best friend about the cancer and said she could tell the others. I told my friends that even though my dad was sick, I didn't want them to treat me any differently. I'm still the same person. I asked my teacher to help me talk about the cancer in class. What happens now? No one likes cancer, but it's not all doom and gloom either. The main problem is that the cancer is different for each person, and it can be hard to predict what the future will bring. You and your family are special. Your mom or dad may not look or feel like they have the disease, and it can be difficult to understand that they are ill. Sometimes they may be tired or weak or feeling quite sick. Even if your parents can't play with you or go for long walks, there are still many things that you can share. You can still talk and read and learn from them. Help is available. Your school may have special teachers or counselors that you can talk to. Thanks. You are welcome to talk to us at the Cancer Council. Keep a record of names and phone numbers here.